from Createdtheottaway. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up in the UK. Thank you for joining me on this 5-minute crafty break. This is a chance to just have a bit of a play. So today we are having a look at embossing folders, or this embossing folder. I'm going to show you how to do have a little bit of a playtime with one of these. This is not a new technique. It's just something that I think sometimes we forget to play with our craft stuff. We're so busy in the making of something amazing and all the stresses and strains of that and using all our stash up that sometimes we just forget to play. So that is what this is about. So I have picked this embossing folder from Stampin' Up. It's a layered floral one, which basically means it's got a bit of everything. It's got some big flowers, some little flowers, a few little leaves going on, and I'm going to show you a bit of a wow moment with this. Now, a couple of things when you're doing embossing. These Stampin' Up plates are particularly thick. So if you're having trouble getting them through your die cutting machine, Stampin' Up do this speciality plate, which is perfect for getting deeper impressions, especially with your thicker folders. You probably don't need this for one of your normal size folders, but if you've got lots of thicker folders, then that is one that you need to have in your crafty stash. Another tip is to use a spritzer, just normal water. Cut your card to size, so whatever card you're going to be using in your embossing folder, cut it to the size you want, because once you've done your embossing, it's really hard to trim it down without squashing some of that embossing folder. So cut it to the size you want, spritz it with a bit of just plain water and run that through, and that also will give you a really deep impression. Here's the one that I did earlier, and you can see it's really crisp. Oh, bring it over to the camera might help. It's really crisp and really deep. If I turn it over that side, you can see how deep it is. So I'm very aware that I've waffled a lot already. I am going to be using old olive oil ink. I'm going to use Berry Burst ink, and I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. And I've chosen those colours not only because they coordinate together really well, but they're really vibrant and bright. So I'm hoping you can see straight away what I'm doing. So we're going to open those up. I've got a sponge dauber here, it just fits on your finger, and I am just going to, I've turned it so the embossing folder is on the deep or deboss side, the deeper side. So I'm just going to rub that over the floral flower, just like that. Floral flower, that's quite a mouthful in itself, isn't it? So you can see already that flower has really popped off of the page. The other thing I'm doing is I'm not too worried about going over the edges. I know it seems wrong, doesn't it? And it seems also quite messy, but I promise you, let me put something under that so you can see a bit more. I promise you, you will be glad of this. So that's going to go there. There's another big one over this side. Okay, I'm just going to spin it around so you get the full picture. That also is a big flower there. So I'm really rubbing into the deep impressions that have been left by the embossing folder. And then there's one more there, and I think that might be it. So this colour was Berry Burst, and you can see it's really vibrant. Just rubbing that all over. So move that one out the way. The next one is Gorgeous Grape. Oh. So I'm just going to get that. Do that. That's just going to go on those flowers. So the ones that are the slightly smaller flowers, I'm just rubbing over those. I'm using a sponge dauber. You could use one of these blending brushes. What I tend to do is dip my block in the ink, pick up the ink, and then use it. And again, I'm just going into the flowers and just rubbing it round and round. Oh, there's one of the bigger ones there, so I need to do that one again. Just there, a little one there, one there. I think that might be it. Let's bring that one back again for this one, because I missed that one. The leaves I'm not too worried about, and you will see why in a minute. Oh, and there's another one here along this edge. Okay, and there is another one of these ones right down this bottom bit here. Okay, so I've got that all covered. Okay, it doesn't look fun, it doesn't look anything much at all. I'm now using old olive, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this over my piece of card, like literally just wipe it, see what happens. Can you see already? How amazing is that? I'm going to turn it around the other way and wipe it that way. And you can keep going over it as much or as little as you want until you're happy with what you've created. But there you go. Ta-da! How to have a 5-minute craft break and make something fun. Have a bit of playtime. Catch up with you soon. Happy crafting!